Team chooses a highlight question of the week, and we'd like to share that with you now.
We're going to go to Michael from All Saints Parish.
Thank you.
Says, Dear Bishop Thomas.
Thanks, Michael.
It's hard to believe that you've served as our shepherd for 10 years.
It certainly is.
As you approach this milestone, is there anything that stands out as one of your favorite memories during this decade of service to our diocese? Now, before you start to answer, obviously the Bishop Corner is the highlight. I mean, we know that. So you don't,
Ron, you took the words out of my mouth.
You don't need to talk about that. So other things he's asking.
Thank you. Apart from the Bishop's Corner.
Apart from the
There you go. Well, Michael, thanks so much for your thoughtfulness, and I certainly appreciate it. And you say it's hard to believe, not as hard as it is for me to believe. And I say often it's a blink. It's extraordinary to look back and think, my gosh, sometimes it feels like 10 minutes. Sometimes it feels like 10 days. And frankly, some few times it feels like 100 years. But 10 years, what a gift. And I'm referring to it, Michael, as 10 years of unmerited grace. And I would guess, you talk about the milestones. I'm just thinking about certain events. So, for example, within my first year, going to the World Meeting of Families with a large pilgrimage from the Diocese of Toledo, to go back to my home diocese at that time when I was born, of Philadelphia, and to go back for that World Meeting of Families to attend a Mass with the Holy Father. So all of that is extraordinary. And I would add now what was just an extraordinary moment to go on pilgrimage with 300 pilgrims from the diocese to our National Eucharistic Congress, the first one in 83 years. I would look, and you, Ron, you've heard me say this, so many of the liturgies which on a yearly basis are so significant for me. And those are things like the Mass with the anniversaries of marriage, the Chrism Mass, for example, the ordinations, of course, of deacons and priests. And frankly, one of the milestones has been for us the restructuring of the diocese to put us on a footing to be able to go into the future. The writing of our very first, because we never had a strategic plan for our diocese, and please God, following that into the future. So these are just some of the things that stand out as very favorite memories. And Ron, who could forget surprise fish fry visits and surprise carnival visits? Those are pretty fun memories too.
Yeah, you had a lot of good.
So many great memories that we have of our interactions with our wonderful Bishop Daniel E. Thomas, and of course his anniversary coming up on Tuesday. You can hear that and about 4 other questions on the full version of the Bishop's Corner this afternoon at 4:30, and on Monday at 1 p.m. an entire hour of live Bishop's Corner special.